And the interesting thing about this is there's a microphone on the stage, but it's not even a wired microphone, Josephine style. It's a vaudeville microphone because the groups are all performing to the overhead RCA boom microphone. So what you see here is a prop microphone. The Four Aces do A Woman in Love, and then Tommy and Jimmy Dorsey and Jack Carter announce that next week they're gonna have a new star on the show, a very popular fella named Elvis Presley. And that was the first of 6 appearances by Elvis Presley on the Dorsey Brothers shows. So what am I saying, my friends? That the Elvis Presley appearances began with the Dorsey shows in January of 1956. It was from these shows that he was picked up and booked onto Ed Sullivan during the hip swivel shot, swiveling hips, I should say, and other shows like the Milton Berle show and the Steve Allen show. Those all came after the Watershed program of Dorsey Brothers, January 28th, 1956. Fact is stranger than fiction.
This is a Jackie Gleason Enterprises production, produced exclusively for the Nestle Company, makers of fine food products the world over since 1866, who bring you Stage Show, starring those fabulous Dorseys, Tommy and Jimmy and their orchestra, and featuring the June Taylor Dancers, with guest stars Jack Carter, Keith Brissell, and the Four Aces. Presented for your enjoyment by Nescafe, the tastier coffee made the modern way to satisfy your coffee hunger. And away we go!
We're very happy to have 4 guys who have the honor of just getting a gold record for selling over 1 million copies of Love is a Many Splendid Thing. And here they are doing their latest release, the Four Aces. Let's make them happy.
Of a woman in love, and oh, how they give you away. Why try to deny you're a woman in love, when I know very well what I say no moon in the sky ever lent such a glow. Some flame deep within made them shine. Those eyes are the eyes of a woman in love, and may they gaze evermore into mine, tenderly gaze evermore into
Wait a minute, that's all well and good. I'm a little disappointed. I was expecting one of those 4 numbers, you know, with jazz and rhythm, you know, where you do all that choreography.
Oh, should I?
That's it, yeah. That's the kind of thing.
Exactly how
Yeah, that's something like what I mean. See, I like when you guys do all that because you got to move a lot to be a star nowadays. Like Billy Daniels, you know. That can't be. Oh, he holds his ear. I think he hates his own voice. One night, a song with you, and I'll stay right serious all the time. Okay?
No.
No jokes. We'll do a real serious song together. Let's do a song about mother. That'll keep it real sentimental. All right? Song about mother. No jokes now. Real straight. Right. Okay. S is for they many.
S is for mother?
Well, it's my stepmother.
No jokes. No jokes.
All right, I just got carried away. I'll be real serious. Let's take it again, please. M is for the mothballs that she fed me.
Your mother fed you mothballs?
Yeah, then I got a job breathing in overcoats. I just thought I'd throw one in. And O is for the ocean wide and deep.
How do you get ocean in this song?
Well, I used to have a job out in the middle of the ocean.
I'm going to hate myself for this. What kind of a job did you do in the ocean?
Light housekeeping. T is for the tea and dear old father.
What's the matter, Jack? Doesn't he like coffee?
He loves Nescafe. And H
is for the hens down on our farm.
Down on our farm.
Oh, now you guys are getting the idea, huh? What's with the jokes? What does hens got to do with it? What is it, a hen mother or something? What is that?
Well, you see, Jack, we have a farm, and
Yeah.
the hens on our farm aren't laying any eggs right now.
Oh, I see. They're holding out.
No, they're holding in.
E is for my elephant, a great pet.
You got an elephant for a pet?
Oh, I love my elephant. I take him all over on the road with me, even into hotels.
How do you get an elephant in a hotel?
Just register as Mr. and Mrs. And R is for the army, brave and strong.
R is for Army.
What then, Navy? I love the Army. Why, last night I dreamt I was in the paratroops. I was up in a plane 20,000 feet in the air. The captain said, bail out. I jumped, and I pulled a string.
What happened?
My pajamas fell off. Put them all together, they spell N-E-S Cafe. A word that means the world to me.
Jack, it was great having you on the show.
Tommy, I loved every minute of it. Tommy, why don't you tell the folks who's going to be on the show next week?
All right, next week on Stage Show with the June Taylor Dancers, my brother Jimmy, myself, we'll have Sarah Vaughan, Gene Sheldon, and a fellow that we...
The Four Aces went to Great Britain and they toured the British Islands and they toured the islands of Scotland and they went to Glasgow and all the cities in Great Britain. They also worked at the Palladium with Kitty Callan, and they had no dog act on the show, but we have one here, Josephine's favorite dog, Gypsy Rose Shenman. And then they went into the studio in Britain, which had just been rebuilt after the bombing by the Germans of Great Britain. Within 10 years, the British, able-bodied that they were, was able to rebuild the studios, and you see the Four Aces live in a studio as opposed to dead in the studio. I always wondered about that line. You know, live on stage. What would you expect? An artist that rolled out in a coffin and be dead on stage? I mean, time out. All you people out there, keep this rolling. What does it mean when they say, come to the Capitol Theater or the Paramount Theater or the Joey Harrison's Club and see live on stage the Duprees? What does that mean? Live on stage. Do they need that? Live stage show. I don't understand that, Josephine. And Gene and Eddie and Joe Rolari. I don't understand what they mean live on stage. I can't take it.
No tape.
I don't understand it. So anyway, they did this show in the British studio. It's called Off the Record is the show, and they do a short version of Stranger in Paradise with a full orchestra, having traveled from the Palladium to the studio, live orchestra, live dogs, and live everything. Here they are plugging Stranger in Paradise. Licking all the chocolate off my chin. It's just trafficking in dogs here.